Hey guys, welcome back to F1 Podcast. Alright Max, let's talk about Lotus F1. They're going to make their driver line-up decision this week.
Yes.
All sorts of rumours, Max, about who's going to drive in that Lotus team.
I've just got two words for you. Jacques Villeneuve.
Yeah, but is it going to happen, Max? I made a comment on our channel about 2 weeks ago saying, is it going to happen?
I'd like to see that cranky bastard back on the grid. And wouldn't it be good to have Michael and Jacques back on the grid again?
Yeah. No, I'd like that.
As Michael will invariably lap Jacques. Let's see if they do a bit of those ones. But look, I'd love to see Jacques Villeneuve. I mean, everyone knows I'm an unabashed Villeneuve fan, have been for forever. I'd love to see him back. Will it happen? Don't know. I don't know.
He's training hard, and he says that he's training for a reason, and that he's got some opportunities. And
damn right, and they've got Mike Gascoigne on board.
Yes,
which could be a good and a bad thing.
Yes,
because the guy is extremely good, but geez, he gets fired from a lot of bloody Formula 1 teams after a very short amount of time.
Trulli's another one that they're talking about Lotus getting because
Gascoigne loves Trulli.
Yeah, exactly.
Loves Trulli, so yeah. I could possibly see a Trulli Villeneuve set up there in the Malaysia-1 Lotus. But I guess we'll wait and see. They're going to announce their drivers this week apparently, so stay tuned.
And there's so many drivers out there, Max. I mean, for those of us who just pore over every little driver who's coming up through the formulas, and there's good choices available to Lotus, so we'll see what happens, mate.
Yep.
Campos, we've already talked in a previous podcast about Bruno Senna. I'm loving the fact that Senna's back in Formula 1.
And I bet you Campos are loving the fact that they've got all this PR that's going up with the Senna surname.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I can't wait to see... this season's going to be so good, Max. I can't wait to see Bruno in the car. I really want Bruno to do well, and we'll see who gets the second seat at Campos. Adrian Campos did nothing in Formula 1 himself as a driver, but as a team owner, we'll see what they can do, mate.
Absolutely. If they get pony up the cash, mate, then the sky's the limit.
USF1's another one, and Peter Windsor and Kenny Anderson.
Big Kenny Anderson.
Yeah, keep mentioning all these driver names and saying that there's, as I just said a minute ago, lots of drivers out there, but who knows who they're going to sign, mate, for USF1.
I really want them to get a young American driver, and I want a hardhead. I want an old Formula 1 driver.
Could Villeneuve go to USF1?
Yes, he bloody could, and he should. Just because I want to see him in Formula 1 again. But I think they'll go for a young American driver, and an old head, which I think they should do, quite frankly. And it's a similar sort of situation to Williams in the sense that Williams have gone for Barrichello and Hülkenberg, old guy, young guy, and I think that USF1 should pretty much do the same. But we will see.
Well, I want Peter Windsor to make this announcement. I've run out of patience. I want USF1 to make the announcement. I actually met Peter Windsor once in Heathrow, and so Peter, I know you watch this podcast, Peter. Give us the drivers, please. Come on, before Christmas. Just
at least call one of us.
Yeah,
and then we'll announce it when you let us.
You've got my number, Peter. Anyway, all right. Let's talk about Manor. Oh, sorry, Manor. No, it's not Manor.
No.
It's Virgin Racing, Virgin Grand Prix. Richard Branson has put his name onto an F1 team. After all those years of sponsorship, and for those of you who are new to Formula 1, the Braun sponsorship, he actually did sponsor previously in Formula 1. So he's dabbled in sponsorship, and he played all his games this year with Braun in terms of his commitment to Formula 1. Correct. Now he's got a team called Virgin Racing or Virgin Grand Prix or whatever it's going to be, and mate, the Virgin name's on the line. Mate,
it certainly is, and I bet you Richard Branson wins Lotto next week, because this bastard came to Formula 1 and said, yeah, I'll sponsor you. Oh, I'll sponsor the team that won the World Constructors Championship and the World Drivers Championship. With his logos on the car in his first year. I mean, this is just amazing. So, hopefully that will mean that there's a bit of cash that's flashed around for Manor, but it could never have remained as Manor F1. That's a horrible name.
No, it couldn't. And they've got a quality driver, in my opinion, Max. Pure quality with Timo Glock confirmed.
That was a real coup. Yeah. That was a real coup as far as I'm concerned. Timo's had, he's got a couple of years experience now with Toyota. You've always been a big fan of Timo.
I've always loved Timo.
You said it from the outset.
I loved him from when he first started in Formula 1, then he went away for a while, came back. I always thought he was good, Max.
Yep, and they've got a solid number one driver, but like the other teams, it'll be absolutely fascinating to see who they put into the second seat.
Yeah, once again, we've got so many seats in Formula 1 still up for grabs, and Virgin is another one where they've got one more driver to place. So that just means, Max, it's lots of fodder for us to talk about in future episodes about who came into Formula 1.
Oh, you know it.
Alright guys, we got one more video to come because there's been so much news in Formula 1. We've got another list of things to talk about, so stay tuned for that one.
Alright, see you soon.
See you guys.
Bye.